Okay, so just a quick warning, guys. Initially, I never wanted to make a video on this because I didn't believe it was an actual thing, but recently, game after game, I've been noticing something absolutely insane while playing Modern Warfare 2, and I really love this game. It's a fun game, and I always blew it off as being bad netcode, maybe bad servers and stuff like that, but skill-based matchmaking is on a whole other level right now, and if you guys notice this, please let me know down in the comments below. And what I'm talking about is when you're playing the game, the first half of the match, if you do extraordinarily well, you will be nerfed mid-game. You will start missing shots that should be hitting. Your guns will be doing less damage. And at first I'm like, no, that's not a thing. It really can't be a thing. There's no way they're gonna do that to players. But the more I play this game, the more games that I notice the first half I play really well, and the second half I just die instantly every single second. It just has to be the game. It can't be netcode because the beginning of that match plays really well. It can't be bad servers because, again, the beginning of that match plays really well. So we can't blame latency or anything like that, especially if all my shots are hitting. And then I'm like, okay, this is weird. This keeps happening to me. Maybe it's not netcode. And that's when it dawned on me. A couple of years ago, Activision had a patent that said you can nerf players mid-game. If a player is playing really well, that they're gonna make their accuracy worse. If a player is playing really bad, they're gonna make their accuracy better. So pretty much what it basically says is that if you're hitting all your shots and you're doing really good against the enemies, you're gonna start missing some shots that should hit. Whereas if the enemies are doing really bad, they're gonna give them the upper hand and let them hit shots that just shouldn't hit. So like, let's say they shoot maybe a millimeter or centimeter off your body, it's gonna hit. And this was really weird to me, right? I was always like, no, this isn't a thing. I see people commenting it all the time. I see people talking about it all the time. I see a lot of stuff going on around this topic, and I was a real non-believer up until, I'd say, a week ago when I started noticing it. And then I started paying attention to my games. Every game that I played really well in, it would happen to me. And what I hate about this is that skill-based matchmaking is already so strong. Once you actually get into a lobby where you're doing good in the game, it's kind of like a brick hitting your face when they do this mid-game, and it's actually crazy. And I was always defending them, always going on their side saying, nah, it's not a thing. I don't know, man. It's wild. Normally I don't make videos like this, but I gotta rant a little, guys. You know, I don't reverse boost. I don't play with a second account and stuff like a lot of other people do and whatnot. I actually sit here and I try to get gameplays day in and day out, and even if I can't get all my streaks or something, I'm gonna show good gameplays that I get. And it's just getting more frustrating. The higher my KD gets, the more frustrating it gets. And that's because Call of Duty, Activision wants everyone to be around a 1.0 KD. I don't know what the reasoning is for this. They say it keeps player retention, but in all honesty, I see player retention dropping. If you have so many bad games in a row, why are you going to stay on the game, right? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. And they say, oh, it's to get those dads who work and stuff and they only get an hour a day to play. Okay, well, those guys are probably not dropping much money on the game, so that's not a good reason either. It's just, I feel like the more you play the game, the more you're willing to spend on the game. And if you're going to be playing, and let's say you're an average KD player, and you have an average KD of 2.0 in previous CODs, and then you play this COD and you're at like a 1.30, that's not fun for you. It's not good. It's not, man, I don't know why skill-based matchmaking hit games so hard. It doesn't make sense. Games were a lot more fun when you were able to just play it, go off on people, get into another lobby, they go off on you, you get shit on, and then you go into another lobby and you do the same to the enemies. And it's more fun, it's more random, you know? You don't know what lobby you're getting into. And once you get into a lobby that you enjoy, you don't leave, you stay in the same lobby. The weird thing to me is that Activision said, or Infinity Ward said, they're looking at ways to make the lobbies stay together. They're looking at different ways where the lobbies will disband less frequently. This was before the game released. And since the game released, I've always disbanded. I've never had one lobby stay together. So I feel like that was a lie that they just told the community so that everybody doesn't cancel their pre-orders and stuff. And what's really bothering me about Infinity Ward right now is that there's so many problems with their game at the moment, and they're not talking about it. They're not communicating with the community. Like, what are you doing? Why are you ignoring the community? You're just slowly watching your game die. And I know they're probably working a lot on Warzone 2 to make Warzone 2 great, because the numbers are horrible at the moment as it stands. But you gotta think, there's a lot of people that play multiplayer as well. This is the game that we paid for. We paid for Modern Warfare 2. We didn't pay for Warzone. That's absolutely free. We didn't pay for it. We're paying for Modern Warfare 2, and we're getting the crappiest service alive. We got a game that was more than half broken. We're barely getting any fixes to it. I've never suffered from the crashes like some other people, but there's people still crashing in this game. There's a lot of problems with this game. The servers are garbage. Are we still running on 12 hertz servers in 2022? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I needed to rant a little. I just needed to make a video like this. I needed to get it off my chest, because making a video talking all positive and whatnot is just, I can't do it. I love the game. I love so much about this game. It feels good. When your shots hit, they feel nice. The guns look nice. The maps play nice. I have a lot of good stuff to say about this game as well, but there's all those negatives that just ruin it. And the UI, dude, don't even get me started on the UI, man. I didn't know we were on Hulu. Don't get me started on that, all right? I'm gonna end the video here before I rage about everything. But yeah, rant over, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, because I can't be the only one who sees this, right? Like, I know I'm not. I've gotten a lot of comments on this on the subreddit. There's a lot of people talking about this, but if you experienced a nerf mid-game, which I didn't up until like a week ago, let me know down in the comments below. And now I'm noticing it a lot. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it. Rant over, guys. Peace.